Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back in for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Today we're back with my movies I watched this past week, and yeah, I mean, let's get into it. I think there's 7 movies that I watched last week, so let's talk about it, but yeah, let's get into it. So, my least favorite watch, sorry, there's 8 movies. My least favorite watch of the week last week was Blade Runner: The Final Cut, which I believe was released in 1982, I think it was. Which I ranked a 72 out of 100. I think it's a very interesting concept, but I just don't think it has aged all that well. It's I don't know. It's odd. It just didn't sit well with me. I did enjoy it. I think it's a good movie, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how other people really think about it. I definitely think the second one is a big step up, which we'll talk about here shortly. But yeah, my least favorite watch of the week. So moving on to The Dark Knight Returns, which we will talk about. So The Dark Knight Returns Part 1, the animated movie, which I ranked at 84 out of 100. I think it's a great movie, and I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think it's fantastic, and I really, really loved it. With that being said, we'll move on to Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, which I ranked a 91 out of 100. I think this is an amazing movie that, again, honestly, I just love this movie, and I love this trilogy. I call it the Snyder trilogy, or Batman trilogy, the Superman trilogy. I'd say it's more so Superman or the Snyder trilogy, more so than the Batman trilogy, obviously, or more so than Batman. But, yeah, still an amazing movie that I absolutely love. Of course, watch the Ultimate Edition. It's far better, but yeah, with that being said, we'll move on to The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Again, a fantastic movie, an amazing movie, which I ranked a 93 out of 100. I absolutely loved. I think this is a big step up from Part 1. I think it's much better. I think the Joker is absolutely incredible in this. And of course, any Batman versus Superman fight is incredible. This is a big week of Batman and Superman. So, moving on to Blade Runner 2049, which I absolutely loved. I ranked it an amazing 95 out of 100. This movie is visually stunning, a visual masterpiece. It is fucking beautiful. I wish I could have seen this movie on the big screen when it was in theaters. It would have looked incredible. I loved this movie. It was fantastic. And again, like I said, a big step up from the first one, in my opinion. This was incredible, and I absolutely loved it. So now into the top 3. At number 3, I have Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I ranked a 96 out of 100. I think I enjoy this movie more and more every time I watch it. That's the 3rd time I've watched it. Like I said, I've enjoyed it more and more each time I watched it. I think this is fucking amazing. It's near perfect in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, my biggest gripe with the movie really is Amy Adams. I'm just not a big fan of Amy Adams. So yeah, unfortunate, but that's kind of my only issue really. So with that being said, we'll move on to number 2, which is The Death of Superman, the animated movie, which I ranked a 97 out of 100. In my opinion, a low perfect movie. Fantastic. I love this movie. I watched it for the first time with Ryan this week, and it was absolutely incredible. It had me crying. I was emotional. It fucking sucked. It was hard to watch, but it was incredible. I loved it. And I love the new 52, or I guess after the new 52 Superman suit. It's so, so good. I believe it's after the new 52. No, I think it is the new 52. It's after the Flashpoint, I believe. So yeah, I believe it's the new 52 suit, which I love that suit. I think it's incredible. But with that being said, we'll move on to my number 1 position, which is a 99 out of 100. Not Man of Steel, but Man of Steel, which is a 99 out of 100 in my opinion, perfect movie. And again, my only issue with this movie is Amy Adams. I'm just not a big fan of Amy Adams. So I love this movie, though. Again, similarly to CSJL and BVS, I think I enjoy this movie more and more each time. Like, cinematography is incredible in this. I wish, again, I could have seen this movie in theaters back in the day, because in 2013, I didn't even watch movies, really. I didn't care for movies. I wasn't a fan of anything nerd related. So yeah, I wish I was. I would have only been like 11 at the time of it coming out, but I'm sure I still would have loved it. But with that being said, guys, those are my movies that I watched last week. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.